published 5:27 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 11th of May 2018, updated 8:24 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 11th of May 2018. It was dubbed the £20 million match back in 2003. Now, of course, the prize of reaching the Champions League is worth a whole lot more. Just a month before the dawn of the Roman Abramovich era, Liverpool travelled to London in a winner-takes-all showdown against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Sami Hyypiä nodded the visitors into the lead with just 11 minutes gone, and all looked rosy for the red half of Merseyside, but not for long. In 2003, Chelsea inflicted a 2-1 win over Liverpool to consign Liverpool to a UEFA Cup spot. Jesper Granqvist's winner also meant Chelsea secured Champions League football. Liverpool were left dejected, having taken a lead in the winner-takes-all clash at Chelsea. Our powerful Marcel Desailly had a level proceedings just 2 minutes later, and just like that, Liverpool's lead had vanished. Then, Chelsea turned the screw and Jesper Granqvist popped up with what was ultimately the decisive goal. Granqvist's strike not only cost Liverpool the match, it consigned them to the consolation prize of a UEFA Cup spot. The years which followed under Abramovich were laden with star players and yielded Premier League trophies, FA Cups and even a Champions League. Liverpool's fortunes, on the other hand, have been less kind in the intervening years. This weekend, however, the Reds have a golden opportunity to finally return the favour. Roman Abramovich then took over Chelsea, and a hugely successful period dawned. They have won Premier Leagues, FA Cups and even clinched the Champions League in 2012. Chelsea go into the final day of the season in 5th place, 2 points behind the Merseyside rivals and with a far inferior goal difference. Antonio Conte will be praying that Brighton travel to Liverpool and come away with all 3 points, while nothing but a victory against Newcastle will do for his men. The bad news for Chelsea, however, is Liverpool's formidable home form. Jurgen Klopp's side have not lost a game at Anfield all season, having won 11 of their 18 league matches there. Couple that with Brighton's away form, which is the second worst in the Premier League, then, on paper, it does not make for good reading for the West London outfit. The Seagulls have also won only twice away from the Amex Stadium this season, the most recent of which came back in November against Championship-bound Swansea. And having met 26 times in the history in all competitions, Brighton have managed only 4 wins, the last of which came 34 years ago in the FA Cup. So, as far as the form book goes, the Reds will be quietly confident going into Sunday's tie. Now, Chelsea go into the final day of the season in 5th, 2 points behind Merseyside rivals on this season's form and previous meetings with Brighton. Liverpool will be confident. Liverpool, of course, have another means of retaining the status as a Champions League side when they meet Real Madrid in Kiev for this year's showpiece later this month. However, Conte will be focused solely on what his team have control over, and that is the meeting with Newcastle. Chelsea have earned 33 points away from the bridge this term and will need to push that tally up to 36 this weekend if they stand any chance of making Europe's premier competition next season. One worrying stat for Chelsea, perhaps, is that they've not won at St James Park since December 2011, having visited 4 times thereafter. But the Blues have made a surge of late, having won 4 of the last 5 league matches. Conte will be desperate for all 3 points at Newcastle, who have lost the last 4 outings, in one last bid to salvage something from an otherwise underwhelming campaign. Chelsea have made a surge of late, winning 4 of the last 5 Premier League matches.